Roll this thing, Hunter.
Roll it, Si. It's rolling.
Well, hey.
Roll this.
First things first.
First thing.
Got a card from Loretta and Junior Kelly from Afton, Tennessee. Thank you very much for the card. The card says he is risen. That's right. That's always a good thing.
Si is thankful because he's yelling.
The Savior, boys, that we're talking about here. But anyway, thank you very much there, Loretta and Junior, for all the goodies in the care package. You know, the crystallized lemon.
Did they send all this?
A lot of M&Ms. Also a what?
Eggs.
Reese's eggs.
Where'd my eggs go? Did I put them back in there?
No, you put them back in there.
Oh, okay.
Throw that to him. Or knock you out.
Yes,
What
sir.
else is in there, JD? It's lemon juice.
Tea bags.
Tea bags for me.
M&Ms.
M&Ms for whoever wants them. Oh, yeah, another bottle of lemon juice.
Oh, I ain't ever seen these Reese eggs.
I got plenty.
Packets.
Appreciate it, guys.
It's like Easter.
I done said they from Afton, Tennessee, right?
It's almost like tomorrow's Good Friday.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Afton, Tennessee. I don't know where that's at.
Hey, let's see, I'll tell you. It's about 3 miles outside of Greenville, Tennessee.
Oh, that's up there where we was. Greenville's where we went for that redneck Comic-Con.
Hey, I'm like Yogi Bear, buddy. I'm smarter than an average bear around this joint.
Is that what Yogi said?
That's what Yogi says.
Hey, boo-boo.
Oh, yeah, Yogi and Boo Boo.
I don't know what just happened.
Hey, Boo Boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
Hey, Boo Boo.
What kind of tea you got there, Si?
I got Spike with lemon juice.
No,
this
in
one.
the box.
Organic
Oh,
tea bags. Serve hot or iced.
and it's got a Harvest Farms organic. Hey, we got a Harvest store here. I didn't know that they had farms.
He talking about harvest food.
I think they might just be both using the word harvest.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very common in
It
today's
said
marketing
Harvest
scheme.
Farms organic, and it's got a picture of a barn and a silo.
He's not wrong.
You can't spell silo without SI.
That's right.
That's very true.
You know?
Hey, Boo Boo. Now back to the bear.
Si just woke up again, everybody. We called him to make sure he'd
I'm
be
in
here.
fine form. Hey, this is the week, Good Friday coming up, and we're going to be talking about the man that beat death in the grave. So, yeah, I'm on fire.
Kind of like this weekend we celebrate your shirt, right?
I'm telling you.
That's it.
Boys.
There you go.
That's the only reason I got involved with this T-shirt deal.
We had somewhat of
Preaching the gospel.
we had somewhat of a celebration at Phil's last night.
Ooh, what happened?
He cooked a big tenderloin on that trash can.
Big beef tenderloin.
On a trash
Hey,
can?
it was so big. Yeah, it was so big. The end of it was kind of pretty crispy. It had what'd you call it, Stone?
Good bark.
The bark.
Yeah, had a nice
And that's-
char.
and
had a
that's
char
right,
on
the
on
char.
the end of it.
And that was the end he gave me. It was fine.
Si likes his steaks well.
It was medium plus.
Medium well plus.
No,
Not well.
Not well plus. Don't bring in well, because well is like tough boot leather. It's got to be medium plus. Which a chef tried to correct me, which he's in error. Okay. Yeah.
The chef's in error or you're in error?
Hey, no, the sheriff's in there. He said there ain't no such thing as medium plus. And I said, I beg your pardon.
Maybe we should just call it medium Si then.
That's it. Well, hey, there you go. That'll work better.
You have your own steak.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how do you want it? Give me size what?
Somewhere
Medium
between
size.
medium and medium well, there's
Medium
medium
size.
size.
We had us a little feed at Phil and Kay's last night, and
It was always going to get blew up. The weather was
yeah,
bad.
Kay's sister, Ann, come in town, and every time she comes in town, she requests the beef tenderloin, the smoked beef tenderloin.
That is a good one. That's a good
It's
request.
hard to beat.
Yeah.
But we were sitting there shooting a bull. It was a pretty nasty little thunderstorm coming through last night, and and a lightning strike. It couldn't have been. It had to be within 100 yards.
It wasn't very far because there was a loud click, and then we started smelling burnt wire.
A what?
Well,
It was a gigantic click.
it was like you know that fake wreath they have above the mantle in the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
With all the junk
They had
on
the
it.
Christmas lights. Well, them Christmas lights been plugged in on that thing for about 3 years.
At least.
With the
Yeah.
fake pine straw and all that. You know,
Well,
good kindling.
when that lightning strike hit, that one of those bulbs popped. One of those Christmas bulbs popped, and then the smoke started smoldering
Yeah, and the
out
rest
of
of
that.
them got real hot.
Yeah.
The lightning strike was so close. Light bulbs inside the house were
Oh
popping.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Phil come out of his chair. I ain't never seen that before.
That's
He-
new.
he-
What the
those-
dogs do?
Oh, those dogs, they ran for cover. Tails tucked between their legs. Phil said,
sneaky and
good
freaky."
night, good night. He said, Stone, go out there and see if it hit that big oak tree. I was like,
He
I
said
said,
it'd
I
be
ain't going
dead
out
if it
there.
did.
Yeah, I'll
Down
wait.
the middle.
I'll wait till the storm goes by and I'll go check it out.
Yeah, it'll be easy to spot once this thing passes. Yeah, it's a pretty gnarly one. Well, we've had them like the last 3 nights.
Oh, I know
Man,
it.
it's
It's
unbelievable.
supposed to have
It
another
got
one
real
this weekend.
calm after that happened.
Yeah, and the sky got pretty, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was
had
a
a-
orange like I ain't
and
never
everything-
seen last
everything
night.
lighting up because Ann had looked at it and said, "Good grief, look how dark it is out there."
Yeah.
I told you, yeah, that's that storm.
When that sky turned orange last night, I got to thinking, I bet that's what they saw on that Sunday morning, like that color of that orange. It was a. I mean, I've seen a lot of sunsets and a lot of things, but
That
whatever
actually-
color that sky turned last
Yeah.
night after that was a new one. It
Yeah.
was.
It actually gives you an eerie feeling when you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
That yellow
Yeah.
tint. I was fishing one day, and the same scenario. The sky was yellow. There wasn't a storm cloud in sight. I raised up my fishing pole. I was jigging a plastic worm, and it started buzzing.
Uh-oh.
It went zzz. I
Static
put it
up.
back. I put it back down. Like good night.
Static electricity, boy.
But I was in a real good spot, so I eased it back up. And zzz. I said, "No, get out of here."
Yeah,
All right,
time to roll,
yep,
boys.
Time to go to the house. Anytime you hear a low buzz that's getting higher as it's getting off, you guys time to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bill done that one in a duck blind. We stepped in it, and it was just whoa. We stepped back. Whoa. That's all I was there. He took enough stuff in. Whoa.
I think
He
we
said-
talking about the different buzz here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We said we got to go back. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
What was that buzz?
It was bumblebees in a sleeping
Bumblebee.
bag.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebees, boys, bad to the bone. I'm talking
I
about.
don't talking about electricity, so I talking about bees.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which
They
one hurts
both
worse.
about you.
I got a healthy
They both
respect
go
for
back
both
to-
of them.
Oh yeah.
Boy, ain't that the truth? Golly.
That storm the other night, I ended up sleeping in a closet for a little while. My wife said, "We got to get the kids and get in the closet." And I was like, "I'm fine." And then I heard a wind that I was like, "All right, we can go in the closet." But I took a few pillows with me. I said, "I'm sleeping. I'm not waking up." That dude on the news, he's always saying, "Grab a helmet."
Oh, Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared Floyd been busy.
Yeah.
Shout out, Jared Floyd. You're
Yeah.
working hard right now.
Yeah, I wanted to think, who in the world got a helmet laying around when he said that?
I guess
Like,
a bicycle helmet?
yeah, but
My kids got one. We didn't put on helmets.
Well,
No,
I used to have a LSU football helmet, but I gave that to Phillip.
You had that on you in case of storm?
No, I just had it.
I would have liked to have gone to Si's house the other night at midnight and he's sitting in a closet with a LSU helmet.
he didn't
on.
wake up. Are you kidding?
Did you wake up in any of the stuff? No.
No, absolutely
I go
not.
to bed in my bed. I done told you, hey, death is nothing but a change of address for me.
I was sitting there about that time, it's about midnight, 11:20, something like that, and my phone went nuts, and I was like, I had just fallen asleep.
Oh, it was the
And it
worst.
scared me to death.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, okay.
That new phone
Alright.
thing, it don't matter if it's silent or what. It's going to try. I slept through it and my wife's freaking out.
I did not sleep through it. It scared me because I just got to like that sleep stage. And then here I'm awake. I was up till 2 o'clock after that because it scared me so bad. It took that long. I mean, and then Brittany's just sleeping all the way through it. And I'm just sitting there looking at the storm, looking in there. I'm like, I ain't waking her up until we got to move. And it picked up by the time it got to West Monroe. So that's
Well, it's
good for us. But
Well, now, like, you watch the news, they tell you which neighborhood's about to, like, hey, if you're in this neighborhood,
watch yourself.
go here.
Yeah.
Go get in your closet, your bathtub, or whatever.
Kay said, at one time, told me, hey, wherever you're at, seek shelter now.
Yeah. It just missed Godwin and them. It just slid past them.
I don't like high winds. I don't want to end up in Oz.
Godwin said, I ain't ever heard nothing like that. Sound like a train.
Oh, no, it was one that come up behind Phil's house like 4 or 5 years ago. And that's what he said. He said, we're sitting there and telling me, well, where's it at? And Phil said the house started shaking, and he said it was just like I heard a train. And it come up, just hit the hill, and I guess, and went right or left.
Yeah, severe weather's kind of cool, just not at night.
Yeah, I like to be able to
It needs to only happen during daylight hours. That ain't fair when she happened at night. But anybody that's been affected by this, I know they've been touching down everywhere. Look, our thoughts are with you guys. So
for sure.
we about out of this rough time, though. We about to get to the calm.
Mayflowers are almost here.
Yeah, we in the middle of them April showers, Mayflowers, and the Pilgrims are coming. So we'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
The Pilgrims.
Do you know Tommy?
Do you know Tommy?
Yeah, I know Tommy.
Who's Tommy?
Hey, Tommy John underwear, baby.
How many pairs do you own?
Hey, I own about 20. And look, hey, it's like having nothing on. It's so fine. The cloth they're made out of is so good for your body.
Oh, would you say it's almost like a full package deal, Si?
Oh, what are you talking about? Look, and look, they don't have, Tommy Johns don't have fans.
They have.
Okay. We have fanatics because we all love them.
And Si's one of those
And
fanatics.
I'm one of those fanatics.
They literally sent you some free ones, and you just went and bought 15 more.
Well, hey, they were so comfortable.
Hey,
Couldn't
a
help.
man likes a hammock. I mean,
Well,
and who can blame him?
He likes to rest.
Like
don't?
it's one of the earliest forms of a bed.
right.
So then you turn around and you put it there.
Who doesn't want that?
Put the boys to sleep.
It's kind of embarrassing that it took somebody that long to figure that out, really,
That's it.
truly. But Tommy John has perfected it. When you're wearing Tommy John's hammock pouch underwear, you're that much more comfortable, so you can do everything better. With dozens of comfort innovations, once you've tried Tommy John underwear, you're never going back. Innovations like an air mesh interior hammock, gets a little breezy, and moisture-wicking fabric with 4 times the stretch of competing brands, plus the legs never ride up, and Tommy John underwear comes with a non-rolling waistband for the perfect fit. So I said it. They don't have customers. They got fanatics. And fanatics that call Tommy John's hammock pouch one of life's greatest inventions. With over 17 million pairs sold, men across America love their Tommy John underwear. Shipping and returns are free because every pair is backed by Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free guarantee. Look, it's Tommy John's anniversary month, so whether you're trying them for the first time or you're a longtime fan like we are, you can get 25% off site-wide right now at TommyJohn.com. Quick math says that's like if you buy 4 pair, you get 1 for free. So
quick math.
That's quick math. 25% off right now, TommyJohn.com/duck. Go to TommyJohn.com/duck today for 25% off. TommyJohn.com/duck. See site for details.
Where to now? What is that in your hand?
It's a
cork.
It's a cork. It's a well, it's
your
not
boat
really a
keys.
cork. It's a
Boat key cork.
styrofoam
Yeah.
float.
Or as my wife calls it, a bobber.
It is a bobber.
It's a bobber float for your keys.
Hard pass. I think they're all cork.
From flowersgeneral.com.
Huh?
Huh? Flowers General.
Yep.
I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
This is not an ad, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Flower General.
Yeah, I'll tell you when it is.
Okay.
You can't slip anything past this man.
Hey, well, hey.
How did that man remember that?
He remembers everything.
He does. He's
Like an
he's
elephant, boy.
Steel trap.
That is
Like an elephant. I never forget
unbelievable.
nothing.
That is a good microphone decoration.
It is. a good
I
one.
want one. That's why I asked about it.
You're going to start selling them, ain't you? Next one's going to have honey hole outdoors on it.
Maybe. What are you doing for Easter, Si?
Celebrating.
Celebrating? Do you know how? Stone cooking you something?
No.
Maybe.
If he cooks, I'll go over there. All he's got to do is ring, ding, ding. Hey, I'm cooking.
I was just wondering if y'all had
I'm on
Easter
my way.
plans.
Hey. But now I'm celebrating. And
You going to hunt eggs since you're still a kid?
no.
Oh,
No, he's off out.
No, hey, it's weather. The weather's, them creepers, them critters that slither on their belly, they out now. So no, I ain't hunting nothing, boys.
A
I
snake,
don't play with no snakes.
a snake would be a good buzzkill on an Easter egg hunt.
Oh, what are you talking about? Every time I think about that, I think about the little girl that used to tease all the guys that was scared of snakes.
Who's
Guy-
that?
And a guy snuck up behind her, and she had him wrapped in her fingers. All it was a grass snake, and he just reached down there. The tail was hanging out of her hand. He just pinched that tail off. That thing done like a cobra. And she went nuts. And I said, serves you right.
Serves you.
Hey, somebody call the white coat guys. Get her out of here. Her and the snake.
Serves you right.
Somebody call the
I
white
have
coat.
anybody that plays with snakes, hey, they get what they deserve.
I play with them.
I don't.
Right.
And yes, I have been bitten by them several
Oh,
times.
hey, I play with them too. I blow their head off with a shotgun. I'll cut it off with a machete.
File that under when people ask you, say, "Well, that thing bite you?"
Oh, psh.
He got a mouth, don't
Oh
he?
yeah. Hey, no, we run over a rattlesnake in Alabama. The guy, was cleaning out around his barn. He said, "Hey, slide on that rattlesnake, cross the road." So I slid on him. We killed him. He said, "You want the rattlers?" I said, "No." So look, he had like hunting boots on, So he stepped on him, cut his head off, stepped on him again, and cut his rattlers off. Well, my son got out of the vehicle about that time. He said, "I want to see." And he went over there and put his boot and just pushed down on the center of that snake. And when he did, now this snake ain't got a head or a tail.
Pretty much just a
Okay, when
torso.
he pushed on that metal, it was right beside, right there where his ankle is on that boot, just a bloody spot. I said, that right there ought to tell you, don't mess with that sucker. He ain't even got a head, and he's still trying to bite you.
You just went at him with his neck.
Oh yeah, popular was a head used to be.
Lordy,
That's
baby.
messed. I don't trust them.
I said like that song they done in the '60s. This woman goes out and finds a snake about half frozen, brings him in and thaws him out, and he bites her. And she said, "What do you do that for?" He said, "Hey, it's what I do. I'm a snake."
That was a song?
Yeah, it was a song. Johnny, somebody's sung it. I don't remember who sung it, but hey,
Cash.
no, it wasn't Cash. It was somebody else.
Johnny
Out
something.
of
Johnny somebody.
Here's what I tell you.
He's
I
right.
believe it.
Oh,
I believe it.
Oh, I do too.
he's fixing to Google it.
It's a true story. Al Wilson, the snake.
Al Wilson, the snake.
I thought his name was Johnny. Johnny.
A tender-hearted woman saw a poor half-frozen snake. Take me in, oh tender woman. Now she wrapped him up all cozy in a coverture of silk and laid him down by the fireside with some honey and some milk.
And some milk.
It's a very long story. But instead, we're going to skip down. But instead of saying thanks, that snake gave her a vicious bite. Ooh. I saved you, cried that woman, and you've bitten me. Even why? That's funny.
That's just what I do.
Yep.
That's just what I
You knew darn well I was a snake before you brought me in.
That's right.
Man, that one really stuck with you, that song.
Well, no. Well, hey, it's the deal about
I'm going to listen to it.
He
during the
probably
break.
heard it yesterday.
Hey, no, I didn't. But hey, you fool with it. You fool with a snake. Hey, you get what you deserve.
Mess with a bull.
Get the horns.
You get the horns.
That's on Al Wilson's great album, Searching for the Dolphins, released in
Okay.
1960.
There you go.
So he had an animal thing about him.
The one I remember singing it. His first name was Johnny. So hey,
Al Wilson. What genre is that?
I'm
Gotta be folk.
probably folk or pop.
Johnny Rivers was the
That's who did it.
producer.
Oh, was he? I knew Johnny something was involved somewhere.
It hit the U.S. Billboard Top 100 at a peak position of number 27.
Hey, that ain't bad
I was
for
gonna
a
say
song about a
96.
snake. Number 27, boys. Hey.
I can't wait. Eric Church apparently redid it.
Did he really?
Unless
You did?
he's got a different song called The Snake.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm learning a lot today about music of 1968. I'm enjoying it.
That's when music was music.
Well, Johnny D, Kay's dog, Bobo, he is a snake wrangler.
That's a good thing.
I've never seen anything like it. He will get behind a cottonmouth snake and yip at it. Well, he jumps at him. The snake strikes and strikes and strikes, and he waits until the right moment. He hops around, grabs that snake right behind his head, and he shakes him as hard as he can shake him, throws him up in the air,
He'll eventually kill him.
and he'll do that till that snake's dead.
Yeah.
That's a
kill
good
him.
dog.
He'll eventually kill him.
We're talking about
It's
cottonmouths.
something to
here.
walk. It's something to walk.
Bubbo's never been bit though, has he?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got to think about
The
it.
other one
He
had.
got so much anti-venom rolling through him.
Oh, no, no.
It don't even swell up no more.
He's been vaccinated.
You got to think about this. He waits till the snake strikes.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen a snake strike, they're very fast. Okay, the snake jumps at him, and when he does, he grabs him back by the tail and pulls him. He'll do that 4 or 5 times, and then he'll finally catch him behind the head, and it's just
Yeah. Oh, that's what he straightens him out.
yeah. Oh yeah.
He straightens
He'll
him
pull
out.
him out.
And then that's when he
Yeah.
grabs him by the head.
Yeah.
Oh,
My favorite part is when he goes airborne.
Oh yeah.
We need to video this.
That's
then
snake.
finally when he gets
Oh.
him dead, he'll play with him for 30 minutes, throwing him up in the air, beating him against trees.
I got video of post-kill
Yeah.
footage on my phone.
Oh, it's something to see.
Them dogs has got some rat terrier in them now. They vicious on
Oh
critters.
yeah.
On
He-
critters.
Now,
he's
hey,
Jack
look.
Russell and Rat.
Yeah.
I think it was Jesse. Okay.
1, 2, or 3.
Well, hey, it was just Jesse. But anyway, Phil looks out there and there's not a cottonmouth, a copperhead. Copperhead. So the only thing he finds is a hole. So he just right behind the head, cut off about that far. Now look, the snake ain't but that long in his head. Jesse comes running over and sniffs. He does.
Right on the cheek.
Just that quick, okay, and hey, just that quick, Jesse's over there that poison, I mean, son, hey, it just knew. One wouldn't have to bite me. If he just hit my britchy legs,
Your britchy leg.
yeah, it's a heart attack. It's a heart attack, fatal heart attack. That's it, I'm gone.
If he hit that britchy leg,
Fatal
he's
heart
done.
attack.
I'm serious.
Oh.
See you boys in heaven.
I'm
He
serious.
gone.
Yeah. He gone. What killed him? He had a heart attack.
You wouldn't do well checking wood duck boxes.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Problem with them wood duck boxes, they all eye level.
Oh, yeah.
So when you peel that door
Yeah,
off,
right
He
here.
looking
he's
at
staring at you. You're
Yeah.
like, okay.
you.
That first one, I'll never forget the first one. He bit me 7 times before I knew what happened.
Oh, no.
Because I hesitated.
Oh,
You know, I went with the alligator arm,
oh yeah.
and I didn't get him. After
Yep,
that, I
I'd
said,
have died that day. I'd have died that day.
Fatal heart attack.
after that, I said, okay, when you go in, you can't second guess yourself. Just grab something
you
and
gotta
get him
grab
out of
him
there.
and get him. If you play with snakes,
Change it.
once you make your move, you better not say up. No,
Yeah.
he got you.
Yeah, he'll get
You
you.
don't go in there half cocked.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. That big long rascal eye level with me. I said, let me just pop, 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 pop. I said,
Head
I'm
hole.
looking down, they're
time-
just bleeding everywhere. I'm like,
to the
The
house.
first time we was chasing each other on a sandbar, Tommy, Phil, and me. You know,
I know how this gonna go.
oh no, and we're running through little shoulder high willows. You know, and Tommy stops, Phil runs into him, I run into Phil. And it's whoa, you know. And we thought it was a king cobra. It was one of them hognose snake, and he was like this, just all flared out. He looked bad. He looked like a cobra does.
What'd you do?
I left there, boy.
He gone.
yeah, you know,
He said, I acted like Jesus and walked on water, son. I gotta get out of there.
hey, I left there.
Lord have mercy. Well, let's take another break. We'll be back right after this.
I gotta listen to this song in the break. I like this ad because normally Godwin in here makes bacon noises and sizzlies, and then he goes bratwurst or something like that.
My hands smell like taco meat.
I like taco meat.
Hey, look, we did make tacos the other night with the Moyne hamburger meat. That's the
Ooh, it's good. Hey, you know what I had last night for breakfast? Just straight bacon because my kids ate all the eggs before I got home, but I had some moink bacon for breakfast.
and you wasn't even mad about it. Was you?
You know what? If 6 pieces of bacon for dinner's wrong, I don't want to be right. It was delicious.
If that's all you had was 6. I'd have doubled that probably if I wasn't eating no eggs or nothing with it.
I was a little hungry.
But hey, there you go. Look, 60% of U.S. pork production comes from one company owned by the Chinese, and their hogs are given something called
What is it called?
rectipamine.
Rectipump.
I probably should have read that before we got started. I have no idea how to say it.
Ractopamine? No, we got to get that crap out.
They own that Racto bag anyway, which is banned in 160 countries.
I want fresh pork from the farms of the United States of America, Martin.
Yeah, where there ain't no racto. We just gonna shorten it to racto. There's a better way. We'd want to tell you about moink. That's moo plus oinks. That means you can get cows or pigs, but they forgot to balk the splash. You can get cow, pig, lamb, chicken, salmon. Yeah. It don't matter. They deliver grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pasture pork and chicken, and sustainable wild-caught Alaskan salmon straight to your door. Moink farmers farm like our grandparents did, and as a result, moink meat tastes like it should.
Amen.
Because the family farm just simply does it better. The moink difference is a difference you can taste, and you can feel good knowing you're helping family farms stay financially independent too. You choose the meat delivered in every box. Ribeyes, duh. Chicken, duh. Pork chops, absolutely. Salmon, if that's your thing, go ahead, knock yourself out. Plus, you can cancel anytime. Look, I prefer farm fresh crappie from the Washita River or its tributaries. But if salmon is your thing, knock yourself out. I appreciate that.
My wife makes a salmon salad in our moink box like all the time.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Shark Tank host Kevin O'Leary called Moink's bacon the best bacon he's ever tasted, and Ring Doorbell founder Jamie Siminoff jumped at the chance to invest in Moink. They guarantee you'll say, oink, oink, I'm just so happy I got moinked. And we know you will too. If you try it, there is no denying it.
Si loves it.
You can help keep American farming going by signing up at moinkbox.com/duck right now. And listeners to this show get free filet mignon in every order for a year. That's 1 year of the best filet mignon you'll ever taste, but for a limited time, spelled MOINK box.com/duck. That's moinkbox.com/duck.
Si, what were we talking about at Phil's last night? What did Phil have to say?
Well, we talked about the ship when I went to work with him, first worked with him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, hey, look, here's how this went down. I'm in Alabama. I had rented a buddy's house until I found the place, and then I bought my own place. So we moved in my own place, and Phil called me one day and said, hey, you need to come over here and do the reeds for me, Mm-hmm. So the next weekend, Friday, when I married my wife, we lived at Phil's house for quite a while.
And that scarred her.
In a trailer, and then we left and went all over everywhere and ended up in Alabama. So there, she had told me, she said, hey, I'll divorce you before I go back to Louisiana. So she comes home one Friday afternoon the next weekend. She was in a deadbeat job, so was I. And she said, what you ought to do? Talk to me. And I said, no, what should I do? And she said, you ought to call Phil and tell him you're going to move down there and work for him.
That's right after Phil called you.
Yeah, right after Phil called. So I called, first person I called was my daughter saying, hey, your mom's dying on me. And Tracy said, well, wait a minute, Dad, whoa, slow down. Tell me why. And I said, well, she just told me that me and her need to move back to Louisiana and I can work for my brother, Phil. And she said, you need to get her to the hospital right now to the doctor and have her checked out. Because she was, So you got to think about how this went down. It's Friday afternoon. I hear that from my woman. We go to church Sunday morning. And we're telling the brothers and sisters there at church, talking about, and Gurley, talking about, well, if I can sell my house, we're gonna move back to Louisiana. So look, we leave the church building. Church is over. We leave the building, eating dinner, and somebody knocks on the door. I open the door. It's a woman from church. I said, what's the matter? She said, you ain't sold the house yet, have you? I said, no, darling, I ain't even got with the realtors to even put it on the market yet. She said, don't do that. I'll buy it. So within, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days, I've done sold my house because I said, well, you may not buy it after I tell you what I had to have for it. I quoted the price. She said, but sold.
Oh, should have went higher.
No, yeah, that's what I thought immediately.
Yeah, you left something on the table.
Oh, yeah.
There's gold in them mountains.
Yeah, I said, and then she tells me, this has been my favorite house for a long time. And I said, so Monday, guess what? The Mitsubishi is loaded up, and I'm headed to Louisiana. And my wife, the instruction I gave her was, hey, when you get the paperwork ready to sign, I'll be back. I'll pick you up. We'll go. Come on back home to Louisiana.
And that
So that's how we got to work. For about 3 years, wouldn't make any money. We eating fish every meal, might it. And I asked Phil, I said, about this ship you was telling me about, when you talked me in to come work for you. I said, can you see it yet? He said, I can just see the top of the mast.
So he told you that y'all were gonna get on a boat?
Oh, yeah, well, he just said we've
Ship
got
was
a
coming
ship
in.
coming in.
Ship is coming in.
He said, and when it comes to the dock and unload, we're going to be in good shape. Well, hey, voila, A&E shows up. Hey, the ship has hit the dock and unloaded, buddy.
It only took 30 years.
30 years in the making.
But hey,
That ship was a long.
oh, it was a long,
way away.
slow one. Okay, the sea must have been, the tide was
Flat
out.
calm.
Yeah, the tide was out. It hadn't come in yet.
Yeah.
But it
Flat
finally,
calm if you could see the top of it.
yeah, but it finally docked. And that's
Are you the skipper of this ship or first mate?
No, he Gilligan.
Yeah, Gilligan.
no, I'm the owner of the ship.
A good point.
No, he's either Gilligan or Ginger. I'm not sure which one. But
Gilligan or Ginger?
I ain't Ginger. I'm Gilligan.
ah,
Oh, well. But no, we were talking about that last night. And if you stop and think about it, it really is incredible.
yeah,
way that happened.
there's about 5 key things that even kept this place a place. Like, and I'm not talking about this building. I'm just talking about Duck Commander in general. That was one of them.
Yeah. Now, the coolest story, as far as keeping it going, that I've heard is the check from Japan.
The Japanese one. Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
First time it ever happened. Last time.
Last
it ever
Oh no! There's one better than that.
So let's
Yeah.
tell that. Let's tell that one first.
Tell that one
Okay.
because
Let's
that's
tell because
insanity.
it's a really good one.
For about 2 weeks, Kay's telling Phil, "Well, I better go to the bank and borrow some money to hold us over during this slow spell." And Phil said, "Nope." And she said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "We got some money coming." That's all he would say. And she said, so hey, it is the day. Okay, they fixed the money's gone, the house note's due, and all this other stuff. And she said, "Hey, I'm fixing to get in the truck, go to the bank, and borrow some money to pay the house note, all this other stuff, and get a few, groceries."
They needed 400. What was it? $405, something like that.
Oh no! It was 800 plus.
Was it? You remember what it was? Mark?
Yeah, it was 800 plus because So anyway, Phil says, "Kay, just wait. It ain't but about 30 minutes to the mail runs. Just wait till the mail runs, and then we all right."
Yeah.
So she sits there, and she's totally ready to go to the bank, borrow the money. So the guy drives up, puts some stuff in the mailboxes, backs up, and drives away. Kay won't even go down there because she said it ain't no use. Phil said, "Well, I'll go get the mail." So he comes back. He comes walking back up, and he's got one envelope. He'd done gone through them, and he's got one envelope, putting it against the skylight, looking, and said, "That looks like a check inside to me." And he walks up, and he said, "Here, open this one. The other rest of it ain't but just junk mail. Open this." So Kay opens it up and looks, unfolds it, but she looked at the envelope first, and it's Japan is the stamped on the stupid envelope. Japan.
This envelope got to be stupid.
And so she said, "Japan." So she opened it up and looks, and they ordered $1,200 worth of duck calls
From Japan?
from Japan. Hey, the only time it ever happened,
First time it ever
first
happened.
time, and never happened
That is
again.
true.
Last
story.
time.
Hey,
Did he know that was coming, or he just was like, "We're
Hey,
gonna be fine"?
all it said is the man
He
said,
didn't know it
"Don't
was
go to
coming.
the bank." He
Phil
just said,
had now some of the parts of the story that Si told are exaggerated, but the story itself is 100% true. It did happen. They needed. We don't know the exact amount, the certain amount of money.
"Oh, it's $1,200." I'll tell you.
They needed it to pay to keep the bank from foreclosing
Yeah,
on them,
on the business.
and they were going to the bank to talk to them to try to keep them from foreclosing on them. And Phil said, "Check the mailbox one more time," and like Si said, he held the envelope up, and it was a check from Japan, and the only one that he's ever gotten, and he's hadn't got one since.
Oh, the best one to me.
Somebody just needed some duck calls over there.
Oh no,
Are there
no.
are
Yeah,
there
but-
mallards in
And
Japan?
they prepaid. They prepaid.
Yeah, this was up front.
Yeah, they said send us our stuff.
Yeah. Send us their stuff. Here's the money. Send us our stuff.
Yeah, that's never happened. That
Nobody
never
does business like that.
That was some angel over in Japan.
Oh yeah, that's
no.
yeah, that's divine intervention.
Let me just tell you something. They do the business like that now.
Well,
If
hey.
you a new dealer, you're gonna pay for that first one before we send it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
We done been burnt by that.
yeah.
many
Oh
times.
yeah. Well, no. The best one to me was him and I had the guy's name and done forgot his running buddy. Anyway, George. Him and George.
Oh, George.
Phil gets on the phone. Tell him, all right, he's got a house note coming up, $800. Okay. He calls George and said, hey, we got to go Alabama Landing, and the river's up, river's flooding. Out in the woods. He said, we're gonna take the nets, the trot lines, everything we got. We're going up there to Alabama Landing. I got to catch some fish.
Oh, this is a good one here.
Yeah. But they ain't nothing. They ain't running in the nets down here. They ain't trot line, ain't nothing, ain't biting. So they go up there, unload the boat. It's got everything he's on fishing wise in it. And Phil's running up the river. Well, it's starting to get dark. And George says, hey, we got to put out these trot lines. They've been put out the nets. He said, we need to start putting these trot lines out. Phil said, yeah, but they ain't. The color of the water ain't right. George looking at him, talking about, what do you mean the color of the water ain't right? And Phil said, hey, just trust me. So they keep running. Well, it's dark. Well, they pull up, and Phil has found a logging road he's on. And he told George, he said, all right, here we go. Get ready. We start. So he shuts the motor off, goes over the first little bush, ties the trot line on, and he's went about 50 yards, and while he's up there, and he's zigzagging across this logging road, tying it to different bushes. Well, he's done tied about 2 bushes, and then he's tying this other one. The line does this. He's, good grief, I felt like a darn fish hit it. So he keeps doing it, and then the whole time he's doing this, good grief, another one hit it. So he gets up there. Now, there ain't no bait on these stupid trot line. He turns around and he starts going back, putting perch on it. Okay. Good grief, that's a 5-pound op. Put him in the boat. Come around a little bit further. Oh, there's 3 in a row. On bare hooks. Look, there was so many catfish running down that road that the hook's dangling. They're getting hooked. Hook on the back, hook under the lip. He's got about 100 pounds to bait him up. Look, he turns around, and hey, for about 2 hours, he ain't doing nothing but just taking fish off, throwing it in the boat. And George just tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey, we got to go. And Phil said, what do you mean? Are you lost your mind? I got a house note and a bunch of other stuff, and I want some hamburgers this week. I'm tired of fish. George finally has to grab him and say, hey, look at the boat. Well, look at the boat. We got about this much freeboard.
The boat is sinking.
The boat is slam full of ops and blues.
Which it's got to be because you only get about 20 cents a pound for them.
That's it.
Oh, no, yeah.
15, 20 cents a pound.
Yeah. So, hey, they go back to the bank, barely make it. And Phil says, hey, no, put them, in the cooler. He bought one of them big coolers. Put them in the cooler because we finna go run that trot line one more time. So, hey, he done it twice, okay?
Cast your nets to the
ain't no
other
telling
side.
how much, okay, on bare hooks.
Oh, Phil's told me that story multiple times, but it's always there's a little residue left on those hooks from previous use.
Yeah.
So
Still had a little
Well,
sniff.
it
it
had
had
smell.
just a little bit of smell,
Yeah, it
but
had
still,
smell.
he said every hook on that trot line, when he got to the end of it, putting it out, every hook had a fish on it.
Yeah, but hey, residue, no. That's divine intervention like the apostles. Hey, Peter, throw it on the other side of the boat.
Bullfrog asked me the other day. She said, "What do you think Uncle Si's favorite word is?"
That is a great
She
question.
said, "Is it hey or
No,
no?
no.
Hey or no?" So everybody wants to know: is it hey or no?
No, here's the thing. That's so crazy. No, it is.
Before you go any further, that's the first time I've heard you say a singular no. So I was going to vote for no.
No.
Because it's always, no. Hey, it's always 2-1.
We actually, somebody at the house actually brought that up. Tell me, where did the word hey come from?
Talking
And
to your boy.
this was at a get together, the whole family, all of us was there. And to this day, we sit there for hours trying to figure out when did it all start. And everybody said, I have no idea.
It started when you got on that reed machine and had to have somebody talk to.
Oh,
I can tell you when it
Well,
started.
it may have.
Because I've done about 3 stints on that reed machine, and I said, I get it.
Speaking of the reed machine, when I first started, me and Jace been friends 20-something years. He called me up. He said, "Hey, I need some help. We running out of reeds. Can you come by and summertime and build me some reeds?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll build you some reeds." And now that I took over Jace's job and I see what a man is actually capable of doing as far as building reeds, I've always wondered, why did I have to come in during the summertime to help him build reeds? Well, I figured it out after about a week of doing it. I looked over there. Si showed up about 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
He made reeds for about an hour and a half. Then Miss Kay made a big lunch. He ate a lot of it. I've seen a man eat 6 hamburgers in one sitting.
I was there for that. I
And
asked him
then-
where he was putting them.
What happens after you eat a big lunch?
You lay down.
You get about a 2-hour nap.
He lays down, sleeps for about 2-3 hours,
At least.
and then he'd get up,
Work about 30 minutes.
and go home.
Yeah. He'd always make one more sachet. Whether he
ball
worked or not, he'd come out there and either sit in a
Hey.
chair or sit on the porch.
Donald's becoming a pretty good storyteller himself because that's a bald-faced lie. Them boys didn't ever run out of reeds.
Now, ball fa-
Oh,
They didn't
no.
ever run out of reeds.
Oh, I don't know.
Even if I had to stay late.
Now, I'll give you credit. Every time I was down there, you always beat me there, which you should. You're 10 minutes away, and
still
I'm
does.
35 minutes.
Oh,
away.
I'm
First
always
one
early.
here every day.
Yeah.
I'm always early.
So, I'll give you credit for not showing up at 10:30. But I knew it was over for you when you, towards the end of us being down there, you started taking a pre-lunch nap and a post-lunch nap. He'd work till 11, take a nap till 12, because dinner was served at 12
They never
regardless.
wanted for reeds. Okay.
No, not till you threw that last bag in my lap and said, I'm done.
Oh,
Tell,
yeah.
Oh,
tell,
yeah.
Now, I
tell
did
Fat
that.
Boy to hire
Hey.
somebody else. I'll never forget that. I was sitting right there.
I actually,
Right there.
Hey, I actually loved doing that because then they said, well, hey, you guys are doing it for real now. I said, no, you don't understand that. I've already done it for
He's
real.
already done it.
Yeah.
So I said, now I'll do it again for the camera, but I've already done it for
It
real.
was way funnier when he did it in real life.
Oh, yeah. I was sitting right there. He
Yeah, I
walked-
come in and I said, hey, boys, how's it going? And they said, oh, it's pretty good. We've been a little behind. And I said, well, guess what, boys? I said, you see this sack of reeds? I threw it over at old Martin. I said, that's the last one you're getting from me, boys.
Yeah. He said, tell Fat Boy I quit.
Tell
So I called Willie.
Yeah.
I said, I think your uncle just quit. He said, do what?
He
I
can't,
said,
he can't do that.
I'm pretty sure he was being serious. I don't think this was a joke
this
this
ain't a
time.
joke.
We've joked. I said, but he threw me a gallon bag of teal reeds and said, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, I'll never forget it.
And sure enough,
I think his exact words were, hey, you find somebody else to make these reeds because I quit.
yeah.
When Willie come to me and said, hey, come in here and talk to me. I said, what do you mean talk to you? He said, you can't quit. I said, hey, read my lips. I said, besides this, I said, you done forgot something here. And he said, what's up? What did I forget? I said, hey, I'm a big TV celebrity now.
That's it.
I love it.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Oh, it was.
It was fantastic. I laughed. Man, I laughed. Because he's headed to church that night. It was on a Wednesday night. So Si didn't show up till like 5:15. We all getting ready to shut her down. He was coming on his way to church. Said, "Boop, I quit."
He had time to think about it that day. He said, enough?
He'd had all he could take.
I was sad too, even though he didn't work here.
It was hilarious.
That was size
No,
stipulation.
it
You
was
leave that
hilarious.
reed machine down at Phil and K's. I ain't coming up there. And we're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, they said, hey, we're moving everything. I said, nope.
Nope. So I said, if you want me to do it, you're gonna leave it down there.
Ain't-
I'm still on that free lunch bag.
Yeah, ain't doing it. Ain't doing it.
And on that comfortable couch.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take our last break. We'll be back right after that.
Taking naps.
All right, we're back. Inbox time. Hello at duckcallroom.com is the email address. Hello at duckcallroom.com. Johnny D,
What you got?
what's in our bag?
I got a couple of little life advice situations. But, Martin, I got to say this. Do you know how many twins / parents of twins listen to this podcast?
I have found out personally a bunch just because they have all sent me messages on like Instagram and Facebook. And
I got a
stuff
whole like parenting book to give you just from our emails.
I didn't realize just how, maybe the right word is common.
Yeah.
Twins are. They're not as big of an anomaly as I thought they were, apparently, because everybody got them, and they range in age from 6 months to like mine just turned 40, and I'm like, boy, this been happening a while here.
This twin thing goes back.
It goes back a long ways.
Well,
Speaking of your twins, I know one little girl who's excited
Who's that?
about that offer you made her.
Oh, Bullfrog.
Yeah, Bullfrog's going to be the babysitter.
Yeah, I told Bullfrog, I said, hey, here in about 2 years, you're gonna need some spending money. I got you a job.
I got you a
You
job.
know what she said when she got home? She said, I think give me some of that Martin money.
Well, Bullfrog, you can show earn it. Because I told her, I said,
I'm gonna
I
give
told
you
her, I
some
said,
of
I don't
Martin's
trust you,
money."
little. I said, I don't trust you, little sister, to keep 'em.
No, don't do that.
he said no. Oh, that's fantastic. But if you sent Martin some advice, and we may cover it next episode, I am forwarding Martin all of your advice and twin tips and other things, because there's a bunch of them, Martin.
There's a bunch.
People fired up.
That's cool. Me too. The shock is kind of worn off of it. And
Although one lady specifically said, I'm going to read this one. Mary said every day she was praying for Martin and Brittany to get pregnant and it to be twins.
you're all heart, Mary.
So now you know who to blame.
You're all
Mary
heart.
prayed this one on you, dude.
You're all heart, Mary.
Mary, did you know?
Mary was sitting around saying, you know what? Martin needs a kid. In fact, I think it should be 2. And that woman, hey, the prayer of a righteous woman is powerful and effective.
I guarantee you. No, Mary, look, I appreciate the prayers, no matter what they're for.
Hey.
And that's what I posted the other night on the episode. Like, I know everybody says this, that has some sort of a fan base, but ours are awesome.
Legit.
Aside from like 5 of them, ours are really awesome.
You know who you are.
And you're about to comment, oh, he mentioned me. Like, you know, it's fine. It's cool. Everything's fine with that. But they are. They're awesome. I've had so many
they're
people
great.
say they're praying for us for a healthy pregnancy and for Brittany and I, which is my same prayer, is just a healthy pregnancy for her and those babies. And, you know, whatever happens from then is what was supposed to happen. So, but I do appreciate all the thoughts, prayers, advice. Y'all are the dadgum best, and y'all continue to prove it every day. And we'll take all prayers you're offering. I can assure you that. So,
I love it. I'm still excited. Everybody was super fired up about how fired up Si was too.
oh yeah, I told Brittany, I said you got to watch this one when it aired.
Well, JD.
When it aired the other night, and she watched it, she started tearing up because of how excited Si was. Then she got big mad at Godwin
What did Godwin say?
about the your turn part. She said, "Don't you try that."
Your turn.
Yeah, your turn.
That was Godwin's parenting advice. Just wait for them to just almost wake up and say, your turn, and they'll just think it's their turn every time.
Yeah, Godwin said, "You won't ever have to do nothing at night."
Godwin's sneaky, man. All right, so that being said, we got a bunch of emails here about twins. I do want to read this one. A, because his name's John David. And B, he works at that Ark place. Have you seen the giant Ark?
Yeah,
In
up
Kentucky?
Yeah.
He's part of the construction team that made the Ark. And all I got to say is, you did it way quicker than Noah, but he did it by himself. But his name's John David. He's up in Kentucky. And I just wanted to kind of give a shout out to the Ark thing, because I want to go one day real bad, because it seems really cool. But his question is, who is the best duck caller and the best shot in the Robertson/duck call room bunch? I'll go ahead and take last place on all that, and I'll let y'all argue it out because I figure y'all three are in the running.
Well, I'll say Phil Robertson is one of the best shotgunners I've ever in his prime.
In his prime, baby.
Yeah, when I first started here, I used to not even shoot much.
No.
I'd just sit there and look down Phil's gun barrel because it was fun to watch. I'd be like, man, that's a tough boom, dead. Ooh. I was like, yeah.
He still shows flashes of that. There'll be a woody flying at a 45-degree angle away from us, about 60, wide open. He'll raise up with a snapshot. Dead.
Drop
And sit back down real quick.
Yeah.
He don't say nothing. It's hilarious.
That's
Well, it's he's
funny.
the best shot, and plus, since he's the one that started it, he is also the best duck caller.
That's right.
He sounds more like a mallard hen than anybody.
That's right.
Now we all
Well,
kind of have our little specialties, so to speak. But out of our crew, Phil sounds the most like a mallard hen.
Well, I just
Out of
me personally, and my this y'all may have see it different, because this is about my perspective. And y'all, I've seen him turn bunches more and get them back in the decoys
yeah,
than anybody.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got the mallard hen down.
He's got an inflection
Mm-hmm.
in his.
That
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
cadence and
It's
the cadence.
it's that second note every time that
Yeah,
they turn
and the
on.
cadence. Yeah.
It's fun to watch and listen to.
Yeah, and can still do it.
And can still do it.
Yeah, his duck calling has not. While some of his other skills have waned with 76 years of age, his duck call has not.
No.
It's incredible.
Well, he shows flashes in his old age there sometimes, because
Oh no, 100%.
between him and Jace, they've killed ducks further than Stone gets in on it every once in a while. Oh no, I'm serious. He does, but them two, Phil and Jace, they kill duck. I mean, everybody stands up and even starts to put their gun up, and it says, "No, too far," and then it's boom.
Well, that's because
Who shot that?
You know why?
Oh, that'd be me.
you know why?
They on the ends with a good spot.
That's the only two that can move.
Yeah.
The rest of us get up there. If it ain't down on the water in front of you, you can't shoot. And even then, sometimes you can't shoot.
Oh, yeah.
You got to let them get up eye level.
And when you do kill them, you don't even get credit for
Yeah,
it.
that's it. Hey. Well, according to Phil and Jason Roberts, I ain't never killed a duck in my life.
And according to you, none of the rest of us have
That's
either.
right. And hey, according to me, if I hadn't went, them boys never would eat
So
duck.
careful there, pot kettle.
That is. I thought that question could get, but yeah, Phil.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, Phil. He's the
man.
OG, man.
Hey,
He's
but-
the freaking OG.
I
Like,
go for the fellowship.
He is the OG. Look, the
You're
rest
good at
of
fellowship.
The rest of us make noise on duck call, but if it come down to it every day and there was just one duck call in that blind, Phil be enough.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Phil would be plenty. You don't even need.
Well, he is enough, but there's something in a man that makes him want to blow that duck off.
You got to at least touch it. You may not blow it, but you're gonna put it in your hand. You're like, but no,
That's what I do.
Yeah,
Most of the time, just sit there and hold it.
we all have our specialties though.
Look at it.
Like, I would say I'm really good on a blue wing call and a woody. I'm pretty salty on those two. I mean, I'm good enough to kill mallard.
Well, hey,
But those are the two that I kind of shine.
I'll pull a Muhammad Ali here.
What?
I'm the greatest on green wing teal and blue wing teal.
You pretty salty.
Killing 'em.
You pretty
Killing 'em.
salty on that gadwall too.
I'm killing them.
So I got that.
Hey, you let a bunch of green wing teal or blue wing teal come in there in a bunch,
Yeah.
and trust me when I tell you, I'm gonna get mine and about 4 other people's limit.
He's just kidding. He
No,
kills
I ain't.
6 and stops.
No, I ain't.
Look, that's just a storyteller in him. When he gets his
right.
6, he's done.
That's right.
Don't look at Uncle Si as a game hog.
I love it.
Golly, what's our Bible verse? Something
Bible
something
verse.
about repentance or something. Let's get
No,
some.
no, I got it. Hey, we just had Easter.
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay.
Go yours first, and I'll do mine last.
All right, I'll do mine quick. So it's just after Easter, aka Jesus has risen from the dead, and this is a story that happened right after he rose from the dead. John 21, verse 4, early in the morning, Jesus stood on the shore, but the disciples were about 100 yards out, so they did not realize that it was Jesus. He called out to them, "Friends, haven't you any fish?" He knew. No, they answered. He said, throw your nets on the right side of the boat and you will find some. When they did, they were unable to haul the net in because of the large number of fish. Then the disciple who Jesus loved said to Peter, it is the Lord. As soon as Peter heard him say it is the Lord, he threw his clothes on, jumped in the water, and started swimming. And he ran to Jesus, and then they sat down and had fish breakfast together, which is a great story. And if you hear anything in that, Jesus is alive, run towards him.
Amen.
Take off.
And hey, we are going to have fish in heaven.
Amen.
Well, that's what Godwin always said. Fish fries in heaven.
Yeah, fish fries in heaven. Mine was Jeremiah 29, verse 11.
Jeremiah 29:11.
You have no idea the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Not to harm you, but to prosper you and give you hope and a future.
Amen. That's a good
Amen to
one.
that.
You didn't even look that up.
No,
Hey.
that's one of my favorite verses.
And I want to give you a little side note. I've tried throwing on the other side of the boat without Jesus telling me to, and it don't work.
I just go back and forth.
I'm just
Well,
telling you,
hey,
I've been
Bill,
like,
I will tell you
let
what
me
I
try
would tell,
this.
What I would tell Peter. You got to follow instruction, Peter.
Amen.
That's it.
You got to wait for the call. All right, we'll see y'all next time right here in the duck call room. We're out.